Let's make welcome Jim and Valerie Gabehart right here in Southern Country. How you guys doing?
Great.
Great.
Good to have you in Southern Country. Let's talk about your new project.
Well, we have a new CD that actually was just released this past Friday.
Wow, good for you.
It's titled It's My Turn, and that's a song that I wrote for the project that basically tells where we're at in life. I wrote it for my wife, Valerie, to sing, and really it's from her perspective. She's cooked, washed the clothes, done everything, raised the children, but now they're grown and gone, and it's her turn, mine too.
Isn't that nice? Now, that's a common thread throughout all the songs?
Well, it's the common thread through the project. For instance, the cover and most of the photos were shot at an amusement park, which we thought conveys, okay, fun. We're taking another ride on the roller coaster or spin on the merry-go-round of life. And all of our promotional materials, T-shirts and everything reflect that same thing. And yeah, we think it's a fun project, and that's what we're trying to project.
How would the fun project differ from other past projects that you? Well, this is your studio in 25 years.
That's right. We did when we were still in college, but thinking that music may be a chapter that was closing on our lives. We wanted to do a really good recording, so we came to Nashville 25 years ago and recorded a top quality CD and received rave reviews in Bluegrass Unlimited. They called Valerie a major league talent.
A gutty dynamic singer was the word.
That's right, and a major league talent.
There you go.
But we didn't pursue that as a career, and we played close to home. But as our children started to get involved in activities, it really took us entirely out of the loop for the last 10 or 12 years. And we've just now come back, and this is our debut.
So the kids aren't interested in music?
Well, I have a daughter who's 21, who's a senior at WVU, which is West Virginia University, and she has been singing since she was little, and she has actually a song on our CD. It's number 9, and I'm really proud of her, and she's going to be able to go with us and tour with us whenever it's possible, whenever her schoolwork lightens up, and we're just awful proud of her too.
Instrument? Did she play instrument?
She actually plays guitar and a little bit of bass, but she naturally just plays guitar and sings with us, and she's really good. I'm really proud of her.
Who else makes up the band?
We have a bass player that was with us when he was younger and we were and more active. His name is Joe Vance, and he's with us now again after likewise kind of getting his family up, and he has a couple that are about to finish school, but he's come back to the group, and we have a mandolin player named Brandon Shuping. A lot of people that are historians of the music would know his father, Garland Shuping. He played banjo with the Bluegrass Alliance, one of the great groups of the 70s, and with Jim and Jesse in the mid-70s. And this is his son, Brandon, and Brandon is a great musician, can play any instrument, but he's playing mandolin with us, and we're tickled to have him.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's go back a little bit with you guys. You guys met early on, and you had an album out.
That's right.
The band, Steadfast.
We did, and that's what we called our band in the early days, in the early 80s, was Steadfast. Right. And that studio release that we were talking about that we did in 1985,
that was with them?
Was a, well, actually, Valerie and I did it. That was as I was going to law school, and we kind of disbanded, moving out of the area to attend law school. And so we used some of Nashville's best studio musicians, including Jerry Douglas, Blaine Sprouse, Rick Allred, and that was kind of our landmark recording. We want to preserve something to remember our musical ability by, but we underestimated our love for music, and we never really put it down. And in fact, we think, as we look back on that and listen to that recording, as great as it is, that Valerie's voice, for instance, so much more full and mature now than it was at 22, 23.
Kind of mold.
Come around.
And I think this new project is better than that, and we're really excited about it.
Let's talk about some of the venues you played in. That was a highlight in one of your paragraphs. You played everything and everywhere.
We really have. Just about any type of event that you can imagine that you could have any kind of musical entertainment at, we've been to and played at, from a 10,000 seat arena down to
A Harley party.
Yeah, yeah, a Harley
That was
party.
a lot of fun. The Harley
it?
party was a lot of fun.
It was
Wow.
an old couple in their 70s that invited some of their friends to their home and had someone bring a Harley Davidson. It was a theme party, and they had everyone dress up as bikers and sit on the motorcycle and have their picture taken like they were bikers. And these were business people and professional people, retired folks, and they put on do-rags and leather and just had a good time.
That had to be, I would say, the most unusual place you played?
It'd be
Or
hard to
top
say if
10,
I sat
top
and thought
5?
about it.
Top 5?
Perhaps.
Probably top 5 at least.
Political fundraisers and rallies?
Yeah, we've been privileged to play, of course, at the governor's mansion multiple times, and at our state senator Jay Rockefeller's home multiple times, and yeah, just about anything. Amusement parks, you know, the roller coasters riding in the background, and just pretty much anything. County fairs, of course, Bluegrass festivals. We do a lot of church appointments.
Right.
We're Christians, and
Yeah.
we do a lot of gospel music and sing in churches throughout West Virginia.
Have you ever worked with any of your heroes, your influences?
Oh, yeah, in a lot
definitely.
of cases, both in terms of our group playing on stage on the same bill at a Bluegrass
Right.
festival, for instance, or a concert. But even more than that, to actually get on stage with them. In the early days, I was privileged to get on stage with Ricky Skaggs and Jerry Douglas and the Whites and the Bluegrass Cardinals
Wow,
and
good
Mac
for you.
Wiseman and Larry Sparks and so on and so forth. But
Do you ever pay tribute to these heroes when you sing songs?
how about you?
Well, as far as I'm a female singer, so therefore my heroes are mostly women in
Okay.
Bluegrass, and
You pay tribute to them when you sing?
I love Claire Lynch.
Oh, she's great.
And so I do a couple of her songs, and you know, as far as a genre of music, as far as bluegrass, I'll do a Bill Monroe tune. I love traditional and contemporary bluegrass, and you know, there's a place for it all. And I really love doing the songs that has meant, you know, the most to me and has influenced me. And Emmy Lou is one of them, and her Roses in the Snow album is one of my all-time favorites.
Great album.
And we do some of her stuff too. So yeah, I pay tribute to the people that I love.
What do you do for hobbies?
Well, that's an interesting question. I guess we've always considered this our primary hobby,
Yeah, you
if
got
you want
day
to call
jobs,
it that.
you're right. Yeah,
Right.
I should have thought of that one.
But we're big college sports fans. We're Mountaineer fans, West
Okay,
Virginia
good.
University Mountaineer football fans, and yeah, that's pretty much it, really, other than something related to the music in some manner. Of course, I teach in addition on occasion.
Oh, teach instruments?
Yeah,
Teach banjo?
right. Well, guitar, banjo, mandolin, bass. I did that a lot, again, working our way through college and law school,
Right.
but less so in recent years. But one evening a week, I still teach.
Good for you. Oh, need a website.
Well, it's simple. Jim and Valerie Gabehart.
There you go.
.com.
There you go. Thanks for being on Sudzin Country. Continued success with your careers and your CD, and we look forward to seeing you down the road.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you
It's been
so
a
much.
pleasure. Been a pleasure.
Nice to meet
All
you.
right.